Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, in this video I will present a detailed explanation of the book English for Nusantara, a great book for teaching English to grade 7 students in SMP and MTS. And this book is aligned with the curriculum Merdeka, focusing on active learning and cultural diversity. I will discuss the book structure, teaching strategies, and example of activities to give you a comprehensive understanding. Let's start. The first is why this book is important. Before we dive into the content, let me explain why this book is essential. The Indonesia Ministry of Education developed this book to support the implementation of the curriculum Merdeka. It helps students not only learn English but also embrace global and local cultural. The book integrates the profile pelajar mahasiswa, pelajar Pancasila, aiming to build students' character through values like independency, encouraging students to express their ideas in English confidently. And the second one is global diversity, expose students to cultural global issues such as sustainable development goals. And the third one is critical thinking, helping students analyze and create meaningful content in English. Yeah, this makes English for Nusantara not just a language textbook but character building tool as well. And the next overview of the book's content. The book consists of the 5 chapters. It's focusing real life themes that students can relate to about me. Introducing on oneself, talking about hobbies, and describing people's traits and daily activities. And culinary and me, discussing food, favorite snacks, and sharing recipes. Home Sweet Home describes rooms, household chores, and daily routines. My school activities, talking about class schedules, online classes, and study habits. And the last one is This is My School, exploring school buildings, extracurricular activities, and events like school festival. Each chapter contains 3 units, progressing from oral to written skills. Unit first unit, focusing on listening and speaking. The first unit is focuses on listening and speaking. The second unit is emphasizes reading, exactly. And the third unit or the last one is highlight reading and presenting. This structure ensures that students develop all 6 essential language skills, including listening, speaking, reading, viewing, writing, and presenting. 6. Okay. And the next is teaching strategies. The book follows the genre-based approach, which is highly effective for teaching English in context. Let me break down the approach into 4 steps. The first, building knowledge of the field. Teachers introduce the topic and key vocabulary through discussions, visual or real-life examples. For instance, in Chapter 1, students are introduced to personal identity by discussing their habits and family backgrounds. Modeling of text. Teachers provide examples of English text like dialogues or descriptive passages. Students analyze this text to understand how the language works. Joint construction of text. Students collaborate with their peers or teachers to create their own text, such as writing short paragraph or role-playing dialogues. And the next point is independent construction of text. Finally, students work independently to produce text or presentation. For example, they might describe their house or share a recipe in English. This method allows students to build confidence gradually while using English in real life context. And the next point is example activities. Chapter 1, about me. Let's look at some example from chapter 1. The title is about me. This chapter focus on introducing oneself, greeting people, and describing daily routines. Listening exercise. Students listen to an audio recording of Galang, a character in the book, introducing himself. Hi, my name is Galang. I'm from Kalimantan. I like fishing and I have two sisters. After listening, students complete a worksheet where they fill in Galang's personal details such as his name, age, and hobbies. And for speaking practice, students can practice repeating Galang's introduction to improve pronunciation and fluency. And for writing tasks, students create their own introductions based on a template. They describe their name, age, and hobbies, which helps them apply what they learned. And for character representation, one unique aspect of this book is its representation of diverse Indonesian culture. This is unique for the many book. The main character, Galang, is from Kalimantan, and his friend come from different ethnic backgrounds, such as Manado, Sundanese, Minang, and Bali. This diversity not only teaches students English but also instills pride in their cultural heritage. For example, activities, chapter 2, culinary and me. Now let's take a look at chapter 2, culinary and me, where the focus is on talking about food, snacks, and recipes. This chapter introduces descriptive language and helps students express their preferences in English. And for Unit 1, my favorite food. In this unit, students learn to describe their favorite foods, including details like taste, texture, and ingredients. They listen to a conversation about food and then practice describing their favorite meal using adjective and simple sentences. For example, my favorite food is pizza. It is delicious and cheesy with a crispy crust. And next, discuss about Unit 2. Is my favorite snacks. This unit encourages students to discuss different snacks and how to ask for and give information about the food. Students work in pairs to ask each other about their favorite snacks and exchange information. For example, dialogue. What's your favorite snack? I love chocolate cake. It is sweet and soft. How about you? Maybe can explain about their favorite food and then can share about he or she is information for information. And next, discuss about Unit 3, a secret recipe. In this unit, students learn to write procedural text, especially a recipe, the identity, the goal, ingredients, and step involved in cooking a dish. The process helps them practice using imperative verbs, which are essential and giving instructions. For example, first mix the flour and sugar, and then add the eggs and stir well. Finally, bake the mixture at 1018 Celsius for 30 minutes. These activities enhance students' descriptive and procedural writing skills while allowing them to practice everyday vocabulary related to food. And the next is example activities. Chapter 3, Home Sweet. Let's move on to Chapter 3, Home Sweet Home. which focuses on describing homes, household chores, and activities. This chapter teaches students how to express themselves when talking about their living environment. Unit 1, My House. In this unit, students learn vocabulary related to rooms in the house and the things that belong in each room. They listen to a description of Galang house and then describe their own homes. For example, my house has three rooms: a living room, a kitchen, and a bedroom. In my bedroom, there is a bed, a desk, and a bookshelf. Yeah, that's for example. And next for unit 2, my house chores. This unit teaches students how to describe household chores. They practice using verbs like clean, cook, and wash in different sentences. Students work in pairs to talk about what their family members do around the house. For example, my mother cleans the kitchen. For example, my mother cleans the kitchen every day and I wash the dishes after dinner. The next is unit 3. Let's clean up. Students in this unit, students practice giving and following instruction for cleaning tasks. They also learn how to sequence action using words like first, next, and finally. This activity helps them improve their ability to give clear step-by-step instruction in English. For example, first sweep the floor, next mop it, finally dust the furniture. By the end of this chapter, students will feel comfortable describing their homes and the tasks they do daily. And next is special features of the book, fun time. The first is fun time. One of the unique aspects of this book is the fun time. Activities at the end of each chapter. These are designed to consolidate students' learning in a fun, engaging way. For example, after learning about food in chapter 2, before I'm talking about that, students might participate in a cooking challenge where they describe their favorite dish in English. Did you know? Another feature is Did you know, which provides interesting facts related to the theme of each chapter. For example, in chapter 1, students may learn about traditional foods from different parts of Indonesia. And this encourages them to think globally and see how English connects with their daily life. Progress check. At the end of chapter 1 until 3 and chapter 4 until 5, students take a progress check to assess their understanding. This is not just a test but an opportunity for reflection. Students can identify areas they need to improve and teacher and adjust the lesson accordingly. And the next is integrating the profile pelajar Pancasila. This book is not just about learning English, it also supports the development of students' character as outlined in the profile pelajar Pancasila. Gotong royong. Many activities in this book encourage teamwork. For example, in chapter 4, students work together to create a school event schedule or participants in group discussion about school subjects. This builds cooperation and teamwork skill. And move to critical thinking. In each chapter, students are encouraged to think critically. In chapter 5, for example, students analyze the layout of the school and discuss how it could be improved. They practice making comparison and expression opinions in English. And about creativity activities such as writing a recipe in chapter 2 and designing a school events poster in chapter 5 stimulate students' creativity. They are encouraged to express their ideas in unique ways using the English language. Reflection and assessment. After completing each chapter, students are asked to reflect on why they've learned. This helps them consolidate their knowledge and assess their own progress. The reflection section encourages them to think about what they have mastered and what they still need to work on. Teacher can use the progress check results to guide further learning and ensure that all students are progressing well. Well, finally, this all my explanation of book English for Nusantara for grade 7. As we have seen, this book is a great resource for learning English while also developing important life skills like teamwork, critical thinking, and creativity. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this gives you better understanding of how this book can be used in the classroom. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.